told is always a good thing. Okay. Good evening, everyone. We're ready to get started. So let's do roll call. Stacy? Here. Margaret's not here. Kevin is here. Shane is here. Emily is here. I'm here. No Noah. Kate? Is she online?
She said she was gonna try to call in
Okay.
to work.
Teresa is here and Johanna is not. And we have a quorum. So, do I have has everyone had a chance to read the minutes?
I read it, my motion to approve.
Okay. Second?
I'll second.
Stacy second, all approved?
Here's Kate.
Woo, Kate's here too, good. Okay, minutes are approved. Hi, Kate.
She's not over yet.
No, she's not on there yet.
You don't have to vote.
She just didn't move over to him.
Is she on?
She's on, but her, there we go.
So sorry. Wait,
Hi,
got kicked off
Kate.
as yes. Hi there.
No worries. Okay, so we just approved the meeting minutes. Did you have a chance to take a look at them?
I did.
Perfect. We have no citizens' comments. I have no real report other than, could we talk briefly about Pride Day? Kevin?
Yeah, we're sharing a table with the library. It's like, thank you. Sorry, there was a little bit of last minute confusion about that, but in the end, we're sharing a table with them, so we don't have to do anything for that. I made a little checklist to make sure we have everything done. I don't know, did you see that?
Do you have enough volunteers? Because you need at least two people.
1, 2, 3, we could probably, well, I'm not sure we need to, but
No.
Joanna said I'll stay all day, but if we get another volunteer, then she can only do half the day, and she doesn't have to stay the whole day if anybody else wants to volunteer.
Somebody.
Next,
If I'm in town, I can, but I'm up in the air whether I'm gonna be in town or
yeah,
not.
next.
I just don't wanna volunteer.
It's the 13th. It's the 13th. Teresa, if you could just even do 2 hours, either at the beginning or the end.
2 hours? Teresa, I'll email you.
Would you please? Yeah.
And once I hear from Joanna.
It's actually very fun. You get to see people. Kate, what about you? Do you have any time on the 13th?
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be attending in the morning. So I'll be there from the first session. I just need to leave by 1:15. So if somebody did have capacity, if they could do 2 hours in the afternoon, that might balance out for my schedule today.
Yeah, we need an afternoon person.
Yeah, just let me know.
So you can do 2 in the afternoon, you said?
Okay, I think we've got it covered. Teresa's gonna cover the afternoon. Perfect.
2 hours.
Margaret's not here.
Well, then the only thing I need is I'm still awaiting the final question, if there's a polling question along with what is going to be done with it. Like with
Yeah. Do you want to do that here, or do you just want me to send?
just email to me is fine, because I'm gonna forward it on to Keith, so.
Awesome.
And while we're just doing that, are you gonna get the trifold board? Like, we had a trifold board so it could sit up, you know what I mean? So it could
Yeah.
sit, so it sits up by itself. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm trying to think also of like any sort of interactive, like something, right? Just so it's not them like talking at, so playing with ChatGPT a bit to figure that out.
So Kate, I gave Kevin, I brought tattoos. They're all these like rainbow tattoos.
Oh,
And
awesome.
last year, and I talked to Johanna about this, if you bring a wet washcloth and a water bottle, you can put the kids' tattoos on their bodies. That was a big hit. And then there's beads in there, rainbow beads, and then Skittles.
Oh,
I bought
awesome.
2 huge bags of Skittles. So
Perfect.
I think we're good. And I just mentioned to Kevin that perhaps next year we could do a basket where we all contribute something and it's more of a raffle, so that if you give an opinion or you do something, you get a raffle and, I don't know, raffle off something. Like I have season tickets to the Steelers. I'd be happy to put a game in there. So if that would work. Okay, perfect. Thank you. We have no commission report. Okay, you're up, Laura.
I don't really have anything.
Fastest reading ever.
Be out of here by 6:08.
I just want to point out that whenever I chair this meeting, it's usually done in 20 minutes, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Good. It's up.
Okay, and I get to margaritas earlier, right?
Yes, you can get to, We could do that and you don't have to go home.
I don't wanna go home.
Okay, we'll just walk across the bistro.
For 2 weeks.
Okay, Stacy, you wanna go? We could go over there. Okay, so subcommittee reports. Shane and Emily, tell me about police engagement. Shane, tell us.
About a 20-minute, no.
Yeah.
I actually have nothing since the coffee, the cop.
How did that go? Did we have?
I wasn't present, I was at the
Okay.
draft,
It was-
working in a working capacity.
Were you?
It was
But I,
packed.
as I say, I heard it was packed.
Yeah, it was take your child to work day. So, yeah, it was very
Were
crowded.
the police overwhelmed?
No.
No, they had fun.
No, the police were there and the social services coordinator and her intern were there too, so.
That's great. That's wonderful. Good. Do we have another one set up for the fall? Are you gonna do another
We
one?
don't yet, but I think we absolutely should.
So
Were you
what
at
do
the
you
last
think?
meeting, Shane? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Okay. Because I just mentioned that it would be good to have some kind of way to increase the interactivities.
yeah, sometimes like you were talking about like the questioning part, I've taken notes on that, which was,
Come back if you're here for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So maybe October?
Sounds good to me, other than the fact that end of October is Halloween and stuff, that might be sort of a busy time for them, so
Oh,
maybe the
that's
week
true.
after Halloween or
Okay, for
a couple
maybe,
weeks prior, maybe. Maybe the beginning of October,
okay.
we just don't want to get into the holidays.
No, I agree. Beginning of October. Okay, I think that's a great idea. Kevin, any mediation?
No, everybody's happy as can be.
Everybody's
since
behaving
I
and
haven't had one in
happy?
like 3 weeks, yeah, 4 weeks, no
We've
mediation.
had a couple calls, but some of the, just so you know, some of the calls that have been coming to me are like, hey, I'm upset at my neighbor and I want your person to call and tell them that they have to listen to me. And I was like, well, that's, I mean, he's not your heavy.
I
So,
told my wife not to call you.
so there was one that was clearly a code violation. And so it's like, it's not for you to call Kevin so that he can get you in trouble for violating a code. So,
Yeah.
but some of those, once they work through them and like, my conversation with them is, have you tried to talk to your neighbor first? And so some of them said they were gonna do that. So they may be coming your way after all, but we definitely wanted them to at least initiate a conversation, not just, I don't wanna talk to my neighbor, so Kevin can do it.
FYI, I checked in with that first person who I had, just to see, because it just kind of went away, to see, does it stay away? And he said, yeah, so far everything's good, so.
You're doing a good job.
I won't stay away.
You're doing a very good
I
job.
think it was just luck, but
No.
I'll take it.
You take it.
Sometimes it won't be luck.
So DEI, anything going on there? Emily, Kevin, no? Okay, we're good there. Residence Academy, we'll start that again in August and start scheduling again. I have the dates all lined up, it's just, and now the right contact people, so that's off the hook for a while. And Stacy, do you want to talk about the volunteer dinner, or did you do that the last time?
I was not, I was out of town the
Okay.
last one, so, did you guys talk about it? Last, I don't know how much to share, so.
Sure.
Dinner was great, we had, this year, Ron Block, came with his wife, and then Astakil could not, but Laura shared with me a very gracious note that they sent, saying that they were out of town and wish they could have been here, and we're very honored to be recognized, and so it was a beautiful dinner, I thought. The food
I
was
thought the
great,
dinner
and-
was just wonderful. It was like really, I have to be honest with you, I didn't know what you meant by volunteer dinner. And I didn't realize we were the volunteers, so you got to meet all the us on all these other committees. It was just really, really cool. It was like, I understand financially why you can't do it more than once every 2 years, but wow, there were some fascinating people. Like I met so many wonderful people on the library board and it was just great. It was really cool to meet the people that are
The
that
new state
engaged.
rep came and spoke a few
Yeah.
minutes, Jen, and so
Yeah.
that was nice, so, yeah.
And then MLK Day is far away, but
It's far away, but one of the most important things has been solved by Laura. We have the venue again.
Woo, the
It's
high
worked out great.
school.
There's
Yay.
Lots of parking, which makes it a lot easier than this building.
yeah, this building was
It's
kind of
plenty
hard
big
the
and all
first
that,
time.
but soon I'm gonna start hacking away at the checklist there and start looking for volunteers to help out.
Yeah,
I'm happy to help with the checklist.
Thanks.
yeah. Old business was gonna be the Pride Day, but we covered that at the beginning. Does anybody have anything else?
Well, I have new business.
Okay, and then new business, Laura.
So if we have a July meeting, sometimes it's tough to get a quorum, but if we have a July meeting, that's when you'll need to talk about any budget requests that you are thinking about asking for 2027. I know it's crazy to say that we're talking about 2027 budget, but we are. Mine are due by the beginning of August. So, that's the time to talk about them. If you guys have a list that you want to put together or one or two things or whatever, you could vote on it, but just as long as there's consensus that the board is behind the requests.
So the academy expenses, I mean, it's $200.
Oh, no, those are all recurring. Yeah, those are,
recurring.
you don't have to
Okay.
worry about any recurring expenses. Yeah, there's like $50 for the plaque engraving. There's $500 total for the Residence Academy. That includes everything from the cake to that does include some of Karen's expenses too for duplicating and things like folders and things like that.
Do we remember which ones were rejected last year? I think the survey.
The survey was
Was that
rejected.
the only one? Does anybody
I
remember?
think that was the
I
only.
think that was the only thing we asked for. Do you want to mention what that survey was, so to the new people? Emily, do you want to talk about?
The survey?
Yeah, that didn't, for Teresa and Shane, and
I wasn't in charge of the survey.
It was
It
Adam's
was.
project.
that was Adam's project.
I talked to Adam like twice about the
Yeah.
survey, so I like have some tangential information.
So for those of you that were new, at one point in time, some of our prior members were interested in doing a township or municipality-wide survey about the community and needs, and do you remember what else?
Just where our deficits were in terms of being welcoming, in the hopes of then building further projects
Yeah, I just wonder if we got enough of that from the Mount Lebanon survey.
from the comprehensive plan. That was well, that is why it got turned down, because they said, people are surveyed out. We've had comprehensive plan, we've had parks plan, we've had.
There was a question in there about what should Mount Lebanon, what improvements should we have and blah, blah, blah. I wonder if
Not only questions, but suggestion, the things that the commission adopted that are in the comprehensive plan,
Right,
the boards are
that
supposed to be
are already
working
there.
on, so.
did we ever review those? I wonder if it would be helpful for us to review all those.
That was all part of your orientation,
Oh,
so
yeah,
if
we
you,
did that.
if you go into the,
That's where the welcoming thing came up.
Yeah, it's that wonderful, I mean, it was a really
It was big.
comprehensive brochure.
We broke off into like
Like, when will
groups
that-
to digest it.
Yeah,
Remember that.
when will that be updated again?
10 years, so it was
It was
adopted in
pretty good.
2023, so yeah, 2033 is the next.
Teresa and Kate, if you've not had a chance to look at that, it's worth taking a look at. I was like blown away with how comprehensive the comprehensive plan was. It really does go into a lot of detail.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've thought about since I was gonna send you an email when I got sidetracked, Emily, just because we talked about welcoming is,
Yeah.
I've read about other towns that have done their own welcoming
I
committee
know,
thing,
and that's
where
what
they
the
didn't-
board pushed us to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could use whatever's on their website as a jumping off point and then build our
Yeah,
own
build our own,
infrastructure.
but then I thought, as I thought about it more, there's lots of things, there were way more things to think through and figure out how to do than I originally, we'll just do this, like, how do we, if somebody signs up, well, how do we know they're, if we say you have to do this, this, and this, how do we know they really did it? And then how do we make sure they're in, stay intact, they stay under, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but they
Compliance.
comply, yes,
Yeah.
thank you. How do we make sure they're in compliance over time? And
Yeah.
do we take it away? I mean, there's a lot of things to think through, but maybe that's a topic for the DEI committee, maybe we should,
It was in the comprehensive plan.
so maybe we need to convene the game
Revisit.
back together.
Yeah, I'd be happy to
back
revisit.
together.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like a blight on my tenure on the board and I'll be done soon, so.
Are you
It
done
was
in
not a
June?
blight, things.
I don't know why they just ghosted, it was hard. It was annoying. We
That wasn't
couldn't
your fault.
answer. No, but
they
it's
kept
still
going.
annoying.
I know, it was,
They-
you kept doing it.
Yeah, then they sure went.
Well, I do recommend that everybody, so in your SharePoint site, there is a folder for the comprehensive plan, and I even broke out a separate PDF with just the community engagement section, so that you don't have to flip through the whole thing, because it's a 133-page document, so not that you're not welcome to, because that's in there too, but There's lots of little ideas in there that can be pulled out.
Yeah. I guess it's me, you, and Noah, so.
And not only that, those
Yeah,
are,
I sent an email out to you.
those items were pretty much pre-approved by the commission because the commission adopted the comprehensive plan. So some of the other things that you've come up with, you have to kind of apply to the commission to ask them if they want you, this is like kind of built into your mission.
I wanted to ask you, the issue that had the organization chart and the whole thing about that, do we have extra copies of that?
We have a ton of them, they're out front, and then we have a bunch in our office, we always overstock.
So could we put like 40 of those aside for the residents?
We do,
again?
we give them in their, that's
Okay,
one of the
okay.
things that's in their folder.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
so helpful.
And we'll have a new one this May, so,
Okay,
I don't mean that they'll miss it, they'll get last times.
Yeah.
For this residence.
okay.
Yeah, we do it every other year.
I have a question that may not, it may be more for Laura. Last year, or prior to my being on there, the menorah was bought for Central, or what's it called, Clearview Common. So we had that menorah lighting, got 200 plus people, it was an amazing event, but it was all privately funded between the synagogues and donations and federation and things like that. Does that have to be done that way? Like, is there,
Yes, both the menorah and the kinara, the municipality cannot fund any religious
so
celebrations.
how do you justify the Christmas thing? Like, the
Because
Christmas parade is.
the Supreme Court has said that a Christmas tree is a secular symbol, regardless of whether we think it is or it
It's a
isn't.
shopping symbol.
Yeah.
We went through all of
The
it.
menorah is not a religious symbol at all, it's.
Well, unless you
I mean,
can
it's
tie
not.
it to like, 50% off at something. I mean, it was, we
Right.
had this whole discussion
Right.
because the committee was like, well, what do you mean it can't be? Why is this, and that?
And you don't light the Christmas tree with a prayer. Like, that's ultimately kind of what it came down to, is that there's, anytime there's praying and worship involved, the municipality can't get involved, so.
When should, if it were to be, want to be done again, well, we didn't get a permit, we just do the same thing. Although you're supposed to, if it's, we thought we'd have 20 people, we got 225 people, so we
Yeah.
probably do need to get a permit.
That's tricky too, because again, that's an exercise in religion. Normally, like for Pride, we ask them to get a permit because it's a large number of people. There's emergency vehicles, there's emergency response plans. When it's religion, again, if the municipality kind of told you couldn't worship there, there would probably be a problem. So I'm not gonna use the word permit, I'm just gonna say as a courtesy, if there was something planned, that it would probably be best to let the police department
To let them know
so
that
that
we
they
don't have to
could
do the
do the
formal-
same stuff again, yeah.
Okay, I mean, we'll wanna hire security again for obvious reasons, like we did last year.
Exactly.
We
So
paid
yeah,
for
they're
it.
not gonna attach a permit to it.
Did all 3 of the synagogues pay for that, pitch in?
Two.
2. When is the first day of Hanukkah, do you know?
December probably. Haven't gone there
It's
yet.
reasonable, I guess.
Well, there's one year that's gonna be in January, that's gonna be interesting,
Yeah,
yeah,
the first stage in January. I can't remember.
not our calendar.
I'll look in there for
28,
While we're looking at
December,
that,
December.
Friday, December 4th.
I had a question that's a little off this specific subject, but, so we have a police engagement. Do we have a fire engagement? And any of the boards that we know of?
No, but if there isn't any reason we couldn't.
I would spearhead that if it's something we can, like, I would do a coffee with the fire department kind of thing too.
Oh, I think that would be, well, if you offer it at the fire department where people could go in and see the truck.
That's possible, but not necessarily a guarantee.
I'm just
because of,
joking.
like, the fact that that's an
Yeah.
active working
Yes,
station.
environment, right.
But there are coffees upstairs in their kitchen or
Yeah.
sort of a.
Or an open house, like they
Yeah, it's
do
like a
at
tradition.
the Halloween thing where the bays are open, but people could come in and just, yeah.
I think for what I'm kind of imagining, it might be difficult to get them to do another open house, because their doors are open every day.
Right.
People
And
just don't
walk-
realize,
Right.
oh yeah, I can just walk in technically, really, any day
Yeah.
of the summer, the doors are open, like, and everyone in there will give you tours and whatever, but I wouldn't mind setting up something where a couple of the shift people, Steve Norbosch is like one of their public relations people, I'd get with him and just set something up where, even if we just take an engine somewhere and park it next to a coffee shop or near a
I
coffee
think
shop or
that's a
something like
great
that.
idea.
Well,
Is
and
there
if I
any
could,
problem with that?
no, if I could throw this in there, the one thing that they might wanna use your help on and it fits in with your mission is they did a sensory-friendly open house for those with disabilities, and it was very well received.
Yeah, we received, the whole department received training as well.
So Shane, do you want to like serve as the
Yeah,
chair of that committee?
yeah,
We now have G. G is now.
Well, it can even be
the
police and fire engagement.
Well, if you're gonna add a committee, you need to vote on that.
Oh, can we just add them to the police account?
You could add them to,
Police and fire, first responder, kind of thing.
So then we don't,
I mean, we could vote, all in favor of adding them to police. Okay, there you go.
G.
I mean,
We're such
the
a-
chief might be mad at me, but we'll get over it, so.
We're just such a good.
so we're adding a G committee for fire engagement.
Yes.
Anna made the motion.
Oh, wait, are we adding G committee or just?
I thought we were gonna add it to the police and fire
Stacy
engagement.
seconded it.
Robert's rules, what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Robert's rules, the chair.
Wait, I gotta write this down. What just
The chair
happened?
can't make the motion.
Oh, the chair
I
can't
make a
make.
motion,
There
you go.
I think we should make it as a G though.
Oh, a G, you want a G?
Because they're totally different animals.
A what? A G.
G, like its
Oh,
own
got it,
separate.
got it, got it,
I make a motion that we add a subcommittee of fire engagement.
Do I have a second?
I will second it.
Here, Teresa second,
Teresa.
all in favor? Aye. Shane will be the first chair of.
So I think the easiest way to
And
do
no
this, yeah,
And no one.
the easiest way to do this will be who doesn't want to serve on it, because I know all of you are dying to serve on that with me, so
Yeah, you need to come up with 3 members or 2 members.
anyone else? Okay, great.
Okay, so Teresa will be on that,
And then no de facto.
and Noah as de facto.
And
Okay.
Shane, you're chairing, right?
Yes.
Shane is chairing. Look, I made it to 6:23.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Okay. We think we're gonna have a July 1 meeting?
Yes, I'll send that stuff out at the end of the month, and then just do your best to get back to me if you, I mean, it's not the end of the world if you cancel if everybody's out. It's much better than doing that than canceling at the last minute, because we do pay IT to be here. We do advertise when the meetings are, we do, update the website and all that other
Right.
stuff. So I would much rather.
Does
people say-
anybody think they're not gonna be here on July 1st?
Yeah.
Are you back by then too, Kevin, Shane?
Yeah, July 4th is a Friday, so it might be a little
Yeah.
easier this year. Last year it was a Thursday, so nobody wanted to come here on Wednesday, and then.
So we're all set for,
Yeah,
Right.
well, so
okay.
Teresa's gonna do this. I'll send you a time after I talk to Joanna.
And Shane, you're gonna tell people that we just made a committee.
I'll actually meet with the chief.
We want them to
and-
park their fire
I'll be there.
truck somewhere.
I'll be there anyway.
Let's just start with one time, like towards the fall, and then kind of
I
see
think
how it
that'd be a
goes. and
great
we'll just
idea.
kind of figure
I'll
it
be
out.
something else if you need somebody.
Well, I mean, there is, like, the coffee with the cop's a good thing. You'll have to come up with a snazzy title for the fire department.
Frappuccino with the fireman.
Something at the fair, I don't know, cook off with some breakfast cereal. We'll figure something.
We'll come up with something.
There's probably already one out there, but let's do it.
You could chat GPT, I'm sure they'll
I
come up with
try my
something.
best not to, but I'm gonna keep.
All right, anyone else have anything else on their minds? All right, well, I say this meeting is adjourned and I made it to 6:25. Woo!
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Kate. All right.